Hello everyone. This video is particularly about how to send out an SMS campaign, and we would see the bulk push campaign model over here today. And for that, I would enter into this platform over here. This is the login screen, and click on login over here. Right. So that's my platform dashboard. So for this video call, the focus would be on the SMS part. So we would not see the other aspects of it. Here we can go to the create button, the engagement dashboard, audience management, and the content. Okay. So let's go step by step. The first step for doing any campaign, in fact, for any channel, is to upload the data. If I'm doing email, then I'll have to upload mailing list. If I'm doing SMS campaign, then I have to upload the SMS contacts into the system, right? So over here, we will go to audience. Okay, go to list. So this platform, which I'm using right now, it has primary information as email. That is the reason I would use email as my primary key in database as well. Okay, so I'll go to the list option over here. And we'll do a quick create new option on the list. Okay, if I want to allot any particular group to it, I can allot it. Otherwise, you can keep it uncategorized and ungrouped and go to save and add contacts. And now it will automatically ask me to upload the data list. Okay, so I'll click on proceed. Now it will ask me to upload the file. Before I upload the file, I'll show you the sample structure as well. So take this example. As I told you in the start, since I'm using email as my primary key, I would be using that in the first column of my database. Okay, so I can just simply open an Excel workbook and start putting the data into the workbook. So email being my primary information would be in first column. If mobile is your primary information, then you can keep that as well in the first column. In fact, you have to keep that in the first column, mandatory. Okay, but since email is my primary key over here, I'll just add one more column, mobile, and enter the mobile number. And here I will add one more number. Okay, and we'll do a control S. Save it in format, delimited format, CSV format. Okay, and these are some of the sample attributes which I have used over here. Not mandatory. If you want to use, you can use them. Otherwise, you can ignore them. You can upload your own attributes. Okay, and once you save the file, you can click on browse option. Upload the file over here. Okay, and then you can go to the next step. Review the database. If all is well, everything looks decent and fine. Simply go ahead and save the file over here. Okay, once your data is uploaded, then you can go to the content now. So content basically is the SMS content which you're going to send out. Now people over here, there is one more process involved, which is to get your templates whitelisted on the DLT portal. Every one of you might be knowing there's a process guideline given by TRAI, Telecom Regulatory Authority of India, that you have to get your templates whitelisted over there on any DLT portal. There are 3 to 4 portals. So one of them is Willpower. Okay, that is this one. So we can select this out and you can get your DLT templates whitelisted over here. Okay, so there's a separate video for this as well. Now what happens over here, once you get your templates whitelisted, you get a template ID from DLT portal. Okay, and here you can click on create template. Okay, and then you can categorize it. It will also ask you for the template ID. That field is not here right now on my demo platform because it's it's a demo platform, so we don't have a live EEID mapped to this account. So once you enter your DLT template ID, you will also have to enter the template which you have used, okay, over there. So we can just, let's say, for example, type the message. Okay, so now if, let's say in this case, I want to also personalize this communication with customer's name. So I can just type it like this. Remember, although on DLT portal, this variable structure looks like this, curly brackets, and that you have this var symbol. But when you're actually pasting out over here in the content part of Smart Tech tool, the customer engagement tool, here you have to use it in square brackets formula, and in that put the headers in uppercase letter. That is how we personalize any attribute of a database. Okay. If you want to add any links to it, you can add the links as well. Okay, and you can just mention the link. So there's a default URL shortener, which can automatically shorten your URLs that you have mentioned in the content. And these are trackable URLs. Okay. So I'll just do a save and send for verification option over here. And this happens within 5 minutes. The verification happens within 5 minutes if the template ID map is correct. Okay. Assuming that now it is done, I can just simply go to my SMS create campaign option, go to create, engage with user, select SMS as channel. Okay. And you can put the campaign name. You can tag it if you want. If I'm doing for testing, I can tag it as test. Select list and contact. So list which you have created, you can select that. Go to the next step. Select your SMS gateway, the sender ID, which against which you have got the template whitelisted on the DLT portal. Okay. And the custom domain which you want to use. So as I told you, we have a URL shortener. And there's one more advantage that this URL shortener would have a custom domain option as well. So you don't need to depend on a Bitly or maybe a default NSM link. You can just go ahead and select your company domain over here so that when the SMS is sent to the customers, it can be actually authenticated. Okay. And here you can see you have the template gallery, so you can select whichever template you want to use. Go ahead. Select date and time of your SMS campaign. Or you can just straight away set it now. You can also use this functionality optimized with Raman. Once you basically start using the platform for maybe a good 2 or 3 months, the system bases on your link click timings. It will identify what's the best time for each and every individual. And then you can use that logic, use that input insight to target the customers during that particular time slot. So this actually increases the click rate further. Okay, and you can always do a control group to test that, how it works, how effective it is. Or if you just want to do a send now button, you can click on send now, go to preview, and simply just preview your complete campaign and do a save and publish. And then you can check your results reports over here in the dashboard itself, how many sent, how many clicked, how many delivered. So delivered in case of SMS, yeah. And yeah, that's how you do a basic simple campaign through SMS. Thanks for attending the video. Have a nice day.